Hi there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew, and as always it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. Now, I've got something for you. I guess obviously it's a whiskey. It's an Australian whiskey, and it comes from one of my favorite distilleries, and I guess a distillery that I haven't reviewed, let me get my words out correctly, a distillery that I haven't reviewed for quite some time. And this particular bottling is one that I've been wanting to review for quite some time, but I have just been lazy, and I have also had other damn fine whiskies to review. So today I give you the Starward Prestige Liquids WW edition. That's right, Starward made me whiskey. Now, if any of you believe that, shame on you. No, that is not the case. Starward did not make me a whiskey, although I wish that they did. So if anybody from the Starward crew is listening, make me a whiskey. I want one now. Last year around Christmas time, Starward did this really awesome thing where in some, I guess, department stores in Victoria, and also online, you could get your name and a message printed up onto a bottle label, and you would have, I guess, like your own personalized Starward whiskey. The awesome thing about this, and I guess for me, the reason why I went for this, instead of just for the usual reasons of being a consumer whore, but the main reason, again, as I mentioned, why I bought this was because this is not just a standard Starward release. It is actually one of their small batch releases. Yeah, so something outside of their core range. So I believe they had released 1,200 bottles for this release. This has also been bottled at 48% ABV, so again, one of my favorite ABV ranges. The casks were filled in 2016 and bottled in 2019, which gives this an age of 3 years. Just a bit of label information as well. Starward are saying that this is a small batch single malt Australian whiskey, never to be repeated. We sourced 4 red wine barrels from the Barossa Valley, then filled them fresh for big, jammy red fruit flavors. We charred the 4th for bold oak characters. Once in the barrel, Melbourne's wildly fluctuating climate matured our whiskey until it was exactly as we like it. Enjoy neat or in cocktails. This one's got your name on it. So that's enough jibber jabber. Time to pour and give me to give you all the review, because that's why you are here. So let's do this. Okay. The nose, it's big, it's robust. You've got this nice heavy barrel char that comes through, slightly smoky, and then that makes way for these nice, again, unfortunately I'm being a little bit I guess persuaded by the label, but you've got these nice sweet jammy notes that are coming through. So imagine, I guess, say sweet sugary strawberries that are slightly like burnt or caramelized. There's got quite a mineral note to it as well. Banana. You definitely get, I guess, quite a bit of oak influence. It's not very oak dominant on the nose, but you do notice that woody note there. Salt water, white pepper, berries, Yeah, you definitely have a nice wine influence coming through. But it's not too dominant to actually take away from the spirit itself. Fresh grass. It just keeps going. It really is. It's a very enjoyable nose. All right, let's see what we get for the palate. Cheers. Oh, fantastic mouthfeel. Instant heat and tingling, even mouth coating. It then kind of dries off a bit, and then, or I guess, all this salivation just starts. It's again, I guess those wood notes are a bit more dominant at the front end of the palate. But then that makes room for all those sweet caramelized fruity notes coming through. So again, picture that strawberry jam. There's certain spices coming through. It's got, oh, let's see what else it has. There's banana there for sure. So for those of you who enjoy your banana notes, there you go. Get this one right here. Okay. Barrel char again. Those, I think those mineral notes are definitely a lot more prominent on the palate. So I'm getting that again, rain on hot concrete note. I guess that's what I would explain to be as more of like a mineral note. There's a slight saltiness that's there as well. That's not as prominent as what it was on the nose, but it's still there. And yeah, I'll say it's really good. A little bit of, I guess, criticism that I would give it. It does, more so for the palate itself, it does feel a bit young and spiky. But don't let that kind of dissuade you from trying this. Overall, this is a really good whiskey. It's quite well balanced. It's got some very nice prominent tasting notes. The finish is nice and warm, so I guess perfect for like a cold, windy day like today. You get this nice warming feeling. It's soft and sweet. Those banana characteristics are, I guess, a lot more noticeable on the finish, following through with more of those like those strawberry jam, sugary sweet notes coming through. I have to say this whiskey is sweet without being overly sweet. I mean, I'm not usually a fan of very sweet things, but this one has hit, I guess, that perfect level of sweetness, at least for my palate anyway. In terms of, I should have mentioned this a bit earlier as well, but in terms of color, again, you've got this nice red coppery note coming through. I guess definitely an influence from those wine casks, and this is a thick whiskey as well. I mean, you've got these nice legs coming down on the glass, just coming down really slowly. And now the cockatoo is angry, or as Antonio calls it, the petrodactyl. You want to join me in with the reviews? All right. All right. I'm gonna leave it at that. My name is Andrew. That's Cookie. And if you would like to see more of this content, preferably, I guess, without the cockatoo, please hit that subscribe button and also the bell notification down below so that you can stay up to date with all future content. KIPPIS.